You know what? If it comes up, it comes up. Just like a dick.
How was your...
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Anton on One podcast. My name is Anton Fausto. So if this is your first time to watch or listen to this podcast, welcome. And you're welcome because you are about to be entertained. Just a disclaimer, some of the language, the topics, what's gonna happen in this episode, it's a little mature. So if you are under 18, or if there's anybody around you under 18, alam nyo na yan, please use some earphones. Let's be responsible. Because this guest of mine is very... I can't find the adjective. In his words, he is an all-around achiever and performer. He is an internet sensation. He's also a DJ at Magic 89.9. He's a signed artist under OC Records. He is an internet sensation. He is one of the best dancers I had the liberty of losing against. We just jumped right into this conversation. I have nothing else to say but sit back, relax, and enjoy, and be intrigued, and be offended, and be shocked. I don't know, anything. But whatever you have, whatever emotions you have, I would love to hear it and want to talk to you guys about it. So follow us on Instagram, Anton1, and subscribe here on YouTube, Anton Fausto. Yeah, enjoy the episode.
But then I'm super open about it when people ask.
Yeah,
because I didn't like my
nose.
nose before because I like it from here and from the side.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Pero when
But
I
not that
turn
side.
up, it's more pa circular than it's more pa triangle.
Okay, and you want it to be?
And I didn't like the circular shape. So I got threads here. And it's all temporary. So if I don't like it anymore, pwede ko siyang... I can wait
temporary.
it out.
Like it falls off?
It melts into your body.
Oh, so you have to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, how long does it
So
take?
my nose is like 2-3 years. Not bad. My lips every 6 months. My jaw talks every year. My eye lift every year.
Wow, that's a lot. That's eyes, nose, jaw, lip.
Chin and lip, yeah.
That's wow. Okay, well, you know what? You do you. I feel like ako nga, I'm the type of person that with retainers though, I had braces. I'm not the type of guy who likes to wear. Like after a few years, I just stopped wearing braces. So I stopped wearing retainers. So I can't even imagine how it's like to. But then I might have to do it. I mean, if I want to improve my face, no.
I'm gonna repeat my braces.
Oh, why?
Yeah, kasi yung problem ko lang before was the lower. You want me to show you? It's this tooth.
Right. As if yeah, okay.
It's just that one tooth. And anyway, but I don't you'll understand this. When you're looking in the mirror, okay, that's wrong.
Okay.
That's wrong. That's wrong. So this is like what's wrong with my teeth, yeah.
Shoot. Do you think okay, I'm sorry to this is a little psychological. Where do you think that comes from? Like I know that people when they look in the mirror, they think they don't look as good as they do or as good as other people look at them. But then parang for you to be able to see that this one tooth is out of place. Like have you ever wondered like why you think
I don't
that's
know.
so?
I
Or
think
do you have
it's
like
me.
do you have like a golden ratio that you copy a picture and you're like, okay, shit, it doesn't look like this?
No naman. I just think I can do better.
Okay. That's healthy. I think that's healthy.
Yeah.
Let's just strive for greatness.
It's not because I want to look like someone else or parang
Oh, okay.
it's just I can be better. It's kind of like when you have bad skin. Parang
Okay.
I can do better. You're not gonna let it diba, dictate your life.
And you don't think, kasi I get that though, and I think like I growing up as a chubby kid, I always like I wanted the quick way. Is there an easy way to not be that fat? Like I was thinking, I wasn't considering, but I was thinking of like liposuction, diba? But then I think like that's like an unnatural way. It's like you're kind of just shortcutting your way to change how you physically look.
Yeah.
When you look at the things you add to your face, the different like surgeries and additions and different stuff you do to your face, do you look at it the same way as you look at, oh, I should just clean my face every day, drink enough water, eat healthy? Is that, do you put it in the same folder or do you look at it at like as like a
It's like a bonus.
Or parang you're playing God, or you're kind of doing something unnatural?
No, I don't like using the word unnatural because a lot of things in this world is unnatural. Pero we put that unnatural word to things that we consider taboo.
Okay.
let's say just, being gay, or let's say transgenders, or
Yeah.
what do you call this? What do you call surgery?
Yeah.
But then a lot of this mic is unnatural. The laptop is unnatural.
That's right. That's
The
true.
phone is everything's unnatural.
Yeah. Just a lot
But
of
we attach things to like parang beauty and gender that we say it's unnatural, but it's really
yeah. It's really all
you
an
know
understanding, no? Like with this whole beauty thing, also. Like I feel like because beauty has like everybody wants. I mean, I'm gonna say that you're lying if someone says I don't want to look beautiful at all or they don't care about
yeah
beauty. But there's this superficial connotation to it, na maganda ka lang, guwapo ka lang. That
yeah
if
yeah
you
yeah
prioritize the physical looks, parang you're gonna be deemed as medyo mababaw or superficial.
yeah. I don't agree. um I oh my god, that's very cancelable right there. Pero
Uh-huh.
with like surgery and parang facial enhancements, or parang beauty procedures, I'm all for it, but my parang iffy idea of it is every beauty procedure is not even most of it is leaning towards Eurocentric beauty, which I don't like.
Okay. Like, sorry.
Like
Can you explain Eurocentric? It's like Western.
Yeah, Western standard parang.
Mm,
Pero now kasi nag-iiba na rin. There are more like the fox eye. It's more naman leaning towards Asian beauty standards.
Right.
The lip filler is originally like a black thing, black
Oh,
lip.
yeah. Okay.
Like, fuller lips is a African feature.
Okay.
So, parang, now it's shifting, I would say. Pero kasi, it's a lot, yung pangit naman if I start parang word vomiting mga words na.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
But like
Go
fuller
lang, go
lips is gentrified by Kylie Jenner. Na parang, fuller lips is now parang, oh, you have the Kylie Jenner lips. But it's not. It's, ginaya niya yun from people with black descent. So, it was gentrified. So,
yeah. Okay. Well,
Ew.
I wasn't expecting to go here. Before we dive deeper into our conversation. Usually, kasi what I do is before every guest, before we start talking, I introduce them. I say the credentials. Just in case like listeners or viewers don't know who they are. There's a small chance that anyone watching this or listening to this doesn't know who you are, but you're a very special guest and you have so many things, so many interesting things in your resume. I feel like it's best that I ask you, Dora, can you introduce yourself before
I don't know.
start this
Alam mo,
conversation? If you were made to introduce yourself, how would you do so?
Yeah. It's super hard na now to give like an introduction.
Yeah.
Kasi there was this, share ko lang the story. I've done interviews before na iba-iba. One is like a content creator, and then the next is like an activist, and then the next one is like a radio DJ, and then the next one is like dancer turned something. Parang it's so, and now I'm gonna be a law student. So
Yeah, what the hell, diba?
it's I don't know. Let's just say I'm an overachiever. It's a good
Okay.
term. No, I'm kidding. Joke
I
lang.
love the confidence.
No,
I love the
let's just say I'm an all-around artist. That's a nice term, right?
Okay. It's a nice term, but at the same time, it doesn't fully encapsulate what you do. Like, is there a way? I totally get you though. When I run into titos, not even my relatives, like you have this distant friend and you see the dad, and they're like, "Oh, Anton, what are you doing now?" They'd have to be like, I host. I was at Mix until the ABS-CBN retention, but then I'm kind of back because I have the show on Kumu. And then I also dance and I also teach in a studio. But a long time I was also selling.
Oh, that's
bread.
right. Yeah, you have
There's a lot of-
808. Yeah,
There's a lot of
we're all multifaceted now. You can't be just one thing.
Yeah. I wanted to ask, was this something you wanted to do? You studied fashion in UP, right?
I studied,
What's the name? Sorry. What's the like form?
Clothing tech is the
Clothing
technical
tech.
name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where you are now? Did you see yourself going here, or were you like? Was there anything? Let's go back to college. Just a college version of you. What were you expecting for your future up until this point, man?
If you want like a quick background on college,
No, it's okay. Give me as long as you want, man.
like a rundown. I started first with political science.
Okay.
Yeah, and then I shifted to engineering.
Okay.
Stayed a year, both years. So I stayed a year in political science, a year in engineering. And then I was like, no, fuck this. And then I shifted to clothing tech where I finished.
Yeah.
After clothing tech, I was, parang when it was in pandemic, yung gawa ko tuloy-tuloy. I was making gowns, I was making clothes. So I was at home lang. I was happily at home, ganyan. Tapos dance, super dance. And then the pandemic hit. Tapos yun, bigla na lang ang dami ko na namang binoksang doors. Kasi nawala yung events eh. Events is our thing.
Yeah.
So nawala yung buong, and I wasn't even a name yet sa fashion world. So what do I do, right? So yun.
Are you still pursuing the fashion?
Yeah, I'm still doing mga projects ngayon.
Okay, so you have so many things. I want to talk, you mentioned the pandemic, and I can relate to that, how pandemic like changed, kind of just rocked our worlds. But for me, it helped like give clarity to my career. But before that, I want to ask, how do you balance everything? Like, do you like list down which specific job, right? You wear many hats. Do you have like a priority? Kasi do you do, you mentioned radio, so you're also on Magic 89.9. I just saw it. On my feed. Go. I saw it on my feed.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what the hell? I was like, oh, he's a DJ now. But I wasn't shocked. It's like I was surprised, but I'm like, yeah, bagay. And then you still dance, diba? Like when I say that you dance, you are one of the, like, it's not just dancing for fun.
Go on.
Like, it's really, come on. I go naman. Since high school pa gang, like, you are one of the top dancers. And then you have a lot of content that you create, from TikTok to YouTube. You have your Sunday Palengke. You have your different shows. You have your fashion. You have, my gosh, am I missing something? I know you're signed somewhere. Are you gonna act? Are you gonna sing? How do you balance all of these things?
You know what? Alam mo, a lot of people say the doors baka may time ka pa ba, ganyan. It's not as busy as people think. Yeah. I have a whiteboard like right beside me with everything I have to do. Yeah. So this helps me. Pero it's I'm signed with OC Records. I'm their first artist na hindi singer or musically inclined.
OC Records is a music label, right?
Yeah, OC Records is a music. Yeah, it's record. Okay. Pero they have another branch. It's OC Artist House. Pero it's new. It's really new. Pero I was signed in OC Records. Just because, you know, Kian and I had an affinity with each other, kaya parang it just like.
Sorry, can you just go back? You had an affinity with each other.
Yeah.
Normally, I would just be like, but this is my show, and I want to know what the hell's what does that mean? Like, if I was on
affinity, it's kind of like. It's a nice word, no? Affinity.
It is.
I just use that. I said, oh, that's a nice word. No, affinity is like we're so parang no. We're so like. I'm trying to reply to a couple of people on my Facebook. Mamaya na. Because I'm trying to book a vaccine. There's one in Ateneo if you haven't yet. Check your Easy Consult app.
Okay. Right after this. Thank you. Okay, sorry, you were saying.
Yeah. Anyway, it's like a natural liking. It's like we relate to each other. And parang...
So just like us.
Yes, just like us.
Okay.
Ooh,
wait, can
Anton,
I say though?
Last week ka pa.
So, I guested on the show that you're hosting now. Congratulations, by the way. Mix and Match. It's on Kumu. And I had to be on like, because I was like, okay, it's Mix VJ Anton returns. And then there's Dora, this new host, diba? And nakilala ko. So I had to really be like, all right, 100% performance mode.
It's game time.
That was the first time you and I really, really talked. Like,
it was.
Our affinity. I don't know if, is that the same way of saying our relationship? Like, before that, all I knew about you, all we knew about each other was that we danced in the same world. We competed against each other. You were Claret Hataw, us Ateneo and Dak, and there's 18. That's all I knew, and I knew that you were just very flamboyant, extravagant performer. And then in that one, that was the first time we got to talk to you. I was like, oh, I really feel. That's why when I say like us, an affinity. It comes from an honest place. Okay, sorry.
It does. Oh, sorry. Yeah, pero parang it was the first time we talked to each. Actually, we actually talked to each other. I can't even remember like saying, "Hi, hello, kamusta ka na?" Ever.
Sure. Oh, not
ever.
Even?
Not even. We haven't small talked ever.
Small talk, but I've said hi to you.
Yeah, we said tayo naman. Pero we haven't
okay.
had the 5-minute small
Oo.
talk conversation.
Not
We
even,
haven't
no?
had that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Not even in my grad show. You hosted my grad show.
yeah, except we were both working So
Yeah.
hi, hello gang. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. So
Which
going
is
back to
weird.
this,
Okay.
OC Records.
So okay, before that I had this kasi diba parang all of us, not naman all of us, pero most of us like wanting to go into this industry wants to get signed by like an agency, and
Okay.
parang me before I wanted to do the modeling route, so
You
I
wanted to
tried
be a model.
yeah, like a model.
Okay.
Because I think I had the face for it,
All right. Well,
Anyway,
you can now. I mean,
yeah.
that-
Anyway, so parang I was trying that because I'm tall, la 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 la, and remember I had that face. I had so many piercings. Or no?
know.
Anyway,
I mean,
I had like
I'm not. I just see there's tattoos. I just see there's piercing. I'm kind of just like, no, that's part of that's who he is.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not shocked.
yeah, and yun yung face na. I had like 6 piercings in my face, ganong level. Anyway, and then I was trying out for like agencies, and they all said na parang I didn't have like the right build for. I'm too gay, ganyan. Kasi
Okay.
it's a reality there. And then parang sila Kian sabi niya, no, I was expecting them to kind of box me to like parang an image or mold. But they just said, you know what, just do what you want, and we'll sell it. We'll sell you to other people.
Oh.
And that's what they've been doing. There's may mga types that they call me na parang, hey, that's kind of not even like in a character or image, parang perspective, pero they were like literally the character, which they're questioning the character of the post, or they're questioning the idea behind the post, ganyan. This maybe it's not nice kasi it's like morally wrong. Mga ganun yung kinakall out lang nila.
Sorry,
like if I post something like kunyari, if I post something really problematic, I retweeted this one post na parang that should die. Niretweet ko yun na parang may nag-tweet na parang if dies, magkapakain ako, ganyan. Parang niretweet ko. I found it funny I found it funny.
But as a public, yeah.
Yeah, so niretweet ko siya. So they called me again. Sabi ko, hey, parang that's not a nice, parang we're still people, ganyan. We don't want to wish death upon one another. I was like, yeah, you're right. I should probably delete this. So I do, yeah. Mga ganun lang. Pero anything else, I posted I want to suck dick on Twitter. They don't care. I post aspects,
anyone.
nudes. They really don't care. And parang there was one time pa na parang they asked me if I wanted to be a politician. And they were like, parang ako no naman. Sabi niya, no, kasi if you want to, kailangan na nating simulan ngayon pa lang. We have to start your political career. Ganun. So they're that supportive. Even when I told them with my law school, sabi nila, okay, maganda yan. Let us know how we'll adjust with the scheduling, ganyan.
Wow.
Everything. Yeah. So as in, it's crazy how they're so
supportive, no?
It's so supportive.
Like
they're so supportive. Yeah, tas parang they suggest parang stuff for me to do, ganyan. Parang they can really tell if I'm getting tired. Parang minsan they call me, napapagod ka na ba? If napapagod ka na, let us know para we can hold off. Parang just tell us lang if you're tired. Ganon. Super healthy.
What type of projects do you do then? If you're not a singer, not an actor.
I'm working on an album. So
as in a photo album?
Like a music album. Yeah.
So you're gonna sing?
No, it's this. It's a funny story. Sorry, it's a funny story.
Are you allowed to talk about this? Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I write a lot. Like I just write. No. I write a lot of like experiences and parang it's like a parang journaling ish.
Okay.
And then I let one of the producers read one of my stories, and then he was like, "This is really good. Let's make a song out of it." And then they made a song out of it.
What genre is this?
Secret. That I'll keep a secret. But then but it's in the works.
Is there like a month? Oh my gosh, I feel like I'm on mix again, and I did not expect this. Wow. Okay, you're really hitting everything. Ano kulang? What else do you have to do? No, you've done everything. Sorry. Okay. Anyway, do you have like idea when it's gonna come out?
No, not yet. We're working on the first song pa lang, so
wow,
it'll take a while. Yeah.
Congrats. That's a lot of things happening.
I swear it's crazy. You just have to like keep track of things. Anyway, what kind of gigs do I do?
Yeah.
I do a lot of like brand partnerships. And it only kind of really works when they let me do the creatives of it.
Like you shoot
You
it
know?
yourself and stuff.
Yeah, when they give me like a a vague guideline, parang these are the things you have to hit. You have to say these words lang and okay na.
Just bahala ka na.
That's when it works. Kapag ako yung bahala sa gagawin ko. Kasi, my juices, come in,
Yeah, and
ganyan.
you can
And
say
they
what
really
you
get
wanna
it.
say.
Yeah, and I give them their money's worth. Kasi wala na silang gagawin, gets?
Yeah.
They just approve it and then okay na. I do a lot of that. And then when it's live, it's usually medyo pa-hosting-ish.
Oh, okay.
You know what's nice? I don't know if this comes off shady, just edit it out. Pero
No, it's fine.
pero what's nice kasi about how I've built what I have with with my notoriety or whatever you want to call it.
No, sorry, no. Like your. Yeah, that's probably the best word. I can't.
Yeah. It's because I've built this with who I am and not for another character.
That's something I wanted to bring up. Like you have this, like I got to see this video of you and your dad for ABS, and when you asked them like,
Anton, you've
what is
been
it?
keeping tabs on me.
Of course, this is even before I researched the joke.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. You asked your dad like, what is the thing that he loved about you the most, and he said something about like yung buong pagkatao mo, and I think that's true. It's not just like how he loves his son, but it's like your image, your like how you show yourself to the public, social media and everything. I think it's 100% authentic. Like it's things that if I would imagine you would have like a chat to talk shit about someone you don't like or whatever. That's the same language you're using. Like you are what you
it's
see.
The same thing.
Diba?
Yeah.
How do you? Where did this confidence come from? Like I'm also a dancer performer, and I'd like to believe I'm confident. I like to say that's how I got to where
You
I am.
are.
Yeah, but we're different breeds. I mean, we're both confident, but you're something else. Like where is it just natural? Is it just, or were you like, has there been a conscious effort for you to always be like, I'm gonna break out of my shell, I'm gonna say what I want to say, I'm gonna say what's on my mind?
I don't think na merong parang certain, what do you call that? Parang step by step on how. It can parang cumulatively lang over the years. Of course, I've had my insecure years. Parang the whole of college was like not a good season for me.
Really?
Like confidence-wise, Like parang, if napansin mo naman, college, I wasn't that noisy. I was just hosting stuff.
Yeah,
on social media.
It was the
ganyan.
Pandemic where you really...
I think it was the pandemic na all the energy I put out to the physical world had to be redirected to the internet. Yeah. And you know what? And also being quote-unquote authentic has its downsides as well. Kasi parang I believe that a lot of people say na I like people who are real, ganyan. I like people who are authentic or genuine, ganyan. But once it gets too real,
okay,
they tend to like, oh no, that's too real. Now I have to hold,
Is it you being too real or you saying something they don't agree with? Because those are...
It's me being too real. Okay. Like, kunyari,
Go.
The perfect example was when I was dealing with dandruff, right? And I was sharing with people, oh my God, guys, look at how much dandruff I have.
Yeah, I was also shocked with that. Like, oh, someone actually like shows their... You really did that?
Yeah, it's real. It's something I went through. Na parang, oh my God, I'm having really bad scalp day. And then everyone was like, oh my God, you're fucking disgusting. You don't share those kind of stuff. I'm like, why can't I share this?
Well, how could you say that everyone said it though? I feel like it's the same way how if you're going to say something, you're going to criticize the government, there are going to be people who are going to disagree with you.
Yeah.
I think there's still people who love the realness of you.
Yeah, pero a lot of people who are like, I have seen a lot of people who...
Supporters.
Parang, oh my God, ang dugot mo na. They start calling you names na, ganyan. Pero parang, almost everyone has a bad scalp day. Almost everyone, goes through something bodily naturally gets. Wow. And parang now that parang they've held the standard na parang you can't be a disgusting person.
Yeah, you're Dora na eh. Ganun ka na eh. Does it start in you though? Does it?
No, fuck them.
Okay. That's another thing. That's another aspect of your confidence that I would really love to like be able to apply in my life also. Where do you get this confidence? Okay, you talk about I've been LSS with your get out, as in. So I was like I was preparing for this, and then that's the one, like it's just stuck in my head. With these things, now kasi
Mhm.
it's always a possibility to be canceled.
Yeah.
You've called me out on it.
I
Like
have.
I am nervous about it, like being canceled and stuff. So I'm conscious about the things that I say, because someone might disagree with it, someone might be offended, and I don't when I say shit on air in public, it's not to bring other people down, but there's always that chance. So you can be canceled. But
Yeah.
another one, which is this is real, like also one of the reasons I don't super talk about politics.
Yeah.
Um, you can die. Like here in the
Yeah. You
Philippines,
can
you can
really.
die. So what the fuck? Like how do
Yeah.
you are so open about it, you're so vocal about it. I salute you.
Yeah.
Where do you get that? Like, do you get scared sometimes? Do
I do.
you
I do. Lalo na yung parang first couple of videos I
the
released
how about
last year.
the Aus Duterte? Like did you get
Yeah,
kind of
the Artist Dora.
uh-huh.
From there, nagtuloy-tuloy na siya. I've been getting death threats, parang bugbog threats, mga ganyan.
Sheesh.
Pero, it is real fear na parang I've gotten recognized rin sa, kaya when I go grocery shopping, ganyan, na parang, of course, someone's gonna recognize you.
How did they recognize you? Was it like a
No,
scary
no yun ka eh.
recognition?
Parang, no naman. Parang,
Pa-picture?
uy, you're Dora, right? Pa-picture, ganyan. Pero, the same chance that happens is also the same chance someone that doesn't like me,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
sees me in
it hasn't
public. And
happened pa naman.
it hasn't happened yet. Maybe because I'm built like this. Na I'm so big and you get,
That's true.
I'm like a gigantic guy. Get so parang
Is
it's
is that an effect? Like, is that one of your motivations to beef
no,
up and
no.
stuff? Di naman.
I've started this you know what a lot of people say then I'm working out to get aesthetically, big. But I'm just working out to get stronger, honestly.
Is there a goal?
Yeah.
Like, do you want to lift something or?
Yeah, I wanna that time my goal was deadlift 300 and it became deadlift 400. Now it's to deadlift 500.
Ooh, so you've been doing you've deadlift 300 and 400?
Yeah, I've done that now.
Damn, it sounds so easy to you.
Anyway, back to the thing. That's why honestly I've been considering getting a gun.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. That's
It's a real parang I'm really considering getting a gun.
okay, this is new. All right. There's really wow. Like just talking, not even talking to you. Before I talk to you, like watching your stuff, there's talks about sex work, and I was like, whoa, I never thought of it. Now gun. Okay, I want to dive into this. All right, so you want to get a gun? Do you
Yeah.
want to fire it, or is it more of just the?
I need kasi lalo na with how with what I've parang tackled and all the politics and going to like what rallies kunyari and even like the safety of my home. If it comes down to it and the perpetrator has a gun, what you gonna do, Gets?
Wow, God, I've never thought of shit.
Yeah.
Okay, when did this thought arise? And
Well, matagal na with like how a lot of people would disagree with me like with the whole gun possession
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Matagal ko nang iniisip. Like even before pa na I feel like I should have a gun.
Wow. Okay, because
Yeah.
I grew up and I still live by the notion that I wouldn't want to have a gun, but we're in totally
Yeah.
different scenarios.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it's yes, it provides safety, but it provides danger. Like you have the
Yeah,
gun, so
it
it
does.
opens the world of possibilities of like me. Would I talk shit to this person? If I didn't have a gun, probably not. But if I had the confidence, like, ooh, may baril ako, di ba? Mas malaki edits ko. Parang may ganong, may ganong added confidence boost.
Different
which I
thing. Yeah,
feel
yeah.
Like, which I feel like could put you in more danger pa eh.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that thought also. Pero like, I don't know. I just feel like if you've been, you haven't been to my house, no, not yet.
Not
you haven't
yet, not
partied
yet.
here yet,
No, not yet.
because almost
We really
every
haven't
dancer has
talked.
partied here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Anyway,
I'm not part of the cool dancers.
no. Probably you haven't been to an event ng after party sa bahay ko.
Yeah, I wasn't A-team then, so. Or GC.
You
I
weren't
didn't really go. I wasn't A-team. I didn't ever rejoin GC, so.
Oh, all right.
We're in
Anyway,
like, our dance circles are like kind of just
it's just like this.
It's a tiny venue.
Anyway, if you've been to my house, I'll show you where my house is. You know UP Town, diba?
Mm-hmm.
And then right, you know Uniqlo, right?
Yes.
The dulo. Then there's a first right going to Marikina
Oh, after. Oh, okay. Ah, okay.
after UP
That.
Town, and then you
Yeah,
turn
yeah, yeah.
right, and then when you turn left sa First Street
Are
and the
you
first
sure you
house.
wanna tell every? Do you want me to? Are you okay with this? I can edit it out.
I don't mind.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
the
yeah.
first
Dora's
house.
getting a
So
gun, so bahala kayo.
no, and then it's the first house. So and then the surrounding area is medyo sketch.
Okay.
So like we've been robbed like thrice.
Oh shit.
We've been parang every time I'm home alone, as in may mga tao talaga sa labas. And so parang this pandemic, I caught someone in a roof.
Ooh. Oh.
So it's kind of
Wait, sorry,
coming
what did you
from
do?
there then.
What did you do?
No, he ran away because I caught him.
Ah, okay. I could just say hi. Well,
I was just like, what the fuck? No, because I was like, what the fuck are you doing here? No, because our bathroom upstairs, yung yung bahay. Our bathroom upstairs, it has like a screen window where you can see the
okay.
roof.
Mm.
And then when I opened the comfort room to poo,
Mm.
siya talaga ano yung gagawin ko. I was gonna take a dump, and then he was right there sa window.
Shit.
I was like, tumakbo na siya.
Ah, okay. God damn. Okay, yeah. Well, yeah, I see that. I see that. I understand. That's,
my God.
that's intense.
This podcast went off the rails.
Yeah. No, hey, this is what I want, man. This is what. But you can say whatever you want. You can curse. You can say brand names, whatever. I wanted to go back to your career. So I'd say that you're for in the stage. So how old are you, by the way? I don't think we're the same.
I'm
age.
19. How old are you?
I'm 24. Sorry,
I'm
is this-
25.
Okay, I know this showbiz age also. So if that, if you had a showbiz age though, I would question that because we're all here for authentic.
I did a VTR once, and they said to say 3 years younger.
I don't see the point. But
It's
you know
weird.
what? I'm in a different. I'm not in the world.
Are you
so-
turning 25?
Turning 25. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Hi. Cool.
I'm turning 26.
Oh, cool. Anyway, I'll say, as a 25-year-old, you have a lot of success
Yeah.
already through different fields. Like a lot, you're
Yeah.
signed. You're signed already. Okay, so you have all these going on, and then you're going to law school. I want to know what was the thought process that led you there. You mentioned that you went through different courses. You are
Yeah.
juggling a lot of different types of careers, and then law school. Why?
You know how this conversation came up. Me and my mom, we were driving from a plant shop going home.
Mm-hmm.
And then wala lang, out of nowhere, I was texting. Sabi ko lang, ma, mag-law school kaya ako? And then sabi, ikaw, why not? And then I applied.
Oh, wait, no way. Wait, when was this? Was this like in the pandemic?
This was March.
This year?
This year, yeah.
It
couple
was really
months ago.
random. Like, so if you in that car,
Oh my
ride-
God.
Oops.
That's my dog.
Baka may pumapasok. Ah, okay. Buti
No,
na.
no.
Asa lang.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
So the example you said, like, ma, what if mag-doctor ako, mag-med school? It's like that? It's that random?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. And you're
Pero
gonna...
pero me and my parents, we've been talking a lot about post-grad school and even before. Pero that was just it. Parang in the car, I was like, ma, law school kaya ako? And sabi niya, sige, try mo. Sabi ko, bayaran niyo? Sabi niya, okay, go. Sige, why not? And then,
Wow,
parang-
congrats, by the way.
thanks.
That's a
And then I
big
applied under a week. I got my requirements from UP.
Uh-huh.
I applied, then I took the tests, and then thankfully I passed.
Boom. Wow. Okay. Is it connected to your... I think you're passionate. The way I see your posts, you're very passionate about political issues. Is it?
Yeah.
Is this in line? Like, do you want?
Yeah, I feel like I've been kind of parang, I wouldn't say pushed by the comments, pero a lot of criticism I've received before is parang sino ka ba? Parang ba't hindi mo alam na ba politics? Normal na tao ka lang naman,
That's
ganyan.
true.
And parang like with you with dance, if someone questions your dancing, you have like the hardware to back it up.
Yeah.
I've been dancing for years, so I know what I'm talking about. With like politics, I couldn't really say anything. Na parang, well, you're kind of right. I'm just like a normal
You've Googled.
tax-paying citizen.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've Googled yeah. So now I want to get the hardware. So you can say shit.
Yeah. You know what? I hope though, in the ideal world, You're not supposed like that's as legit as you can get, but naman, like here,
Yeah.
even I'm sure there are doctors out there that you know of that are saying things that even if I'm not a doctor, and then they're saying these things like,
Parang, no,
but you have the degree, so
I guess.
yeah.
That happened to Bello lately.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is this in your next Sunday Palenque? Do you want
No,
to
no,
talk
no,
about this
no.
now?
No.
What
I'm
happened
trying to get her
Bello?
as a sponsor, so I'm
Okay,
not gonna
so
talk shit.
what happened? What happened to?
No, she was criticized. She was criticized lately because she had a video saying na, um, the bottom line was we shouldn't use moisturizers.
Ooh, okay. Can you enlighten me on this one? I've also been trying
Parang,
to up my skincare game.
yeah, parang the explanations were. I tried to watch the video, pero
Your
essentially
body,
wala akong
you're
naintindi.
supposed to make the moisture yourself, right?
Yeah. Pero parang sabi niya kasi the moisturizer is oil, so it clogs up your skin, ganyan ganyan. And then the other dermatologists say no, some moisturizers are water based or parang or
Okay. Do you
so iba-iba.
moisturize?
Dude, I have a 6-step routine that's coming up on Wonder Magazine. It's going to.
Oh,
I have a skincare video coming up there.
yeah. Wow.
Ganda ng
Yep.
plug ko, no?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm just
I've
waiting.
been
There's probably gonna be more as we talk. There's gonna be more. Like, oh, you have this project. Oh, there's this other career that I totally didn't know about. There's a lot of stuff.
Pero this pandemic lang din ako, as you can see, it's clear as day.
Yeah.
Pero I've been trying to like up my skincare
Yeah.
routine.
Yeah.
It's for my derma. It's not yung parang I'll experiment with
Oh, okay.
no,
There's
it
science
was,
based on that.
yeah.
Okay. We were talking a while ago about how you want to be a lawyer because you want to have the hardware. You want to, sino ka ba? You can say,
Yeah.
lawyer ako.
Yeah.
But even before that, you've already been talking a lot about political issues. Your Sunday Palenque series, or is that how you call it? Series?
Yeah, I guess.
You talk about a lot of these issues. You mentioned that there are other vloggers that are spreading fake news. There are other channels that are saying these different things that if you do the research, diba, those are totally untrue. Like
False,
that's fake news. But then essentially you are another content channel. Like any viewer can be like, I can watch this dude who's gonna talk about how Dolomite is good nga for my mental health. But I
Yeah.
can go to Dora also who's gonna tell me these facts. How do
Yeah.
you like differentiate yourself? And how do you parang give yourself that credibility to be able to talk about these things? I don't think that you need a law degree to be able to talk
Yeah.
about these things. And I think as long as you're concerned and you do your research about, I think go ahead, do
Yeah.
it. But you're talking to the public. How do you differentiate yourself and be like, this is, if you listen to me, I've done my research. How do you like get that credibility?
I never say anything I never make a statement pala that isn't backed by like a what do you call that in pieces? Fucking citation.
Yeah. Yung mga,
Yeah.
yung may ganon?
Yeah. Yeah, when I say 97% of something is something, there's a citation right there.
Yeah.
I never say anything unless it's my opinion na kunyari ang pangit ni ganito. Syempre walang citation yan. Pero when I say something na parang
Cite her face, mga ganon lang.
yeah. Like look at the material. Yeah. If I say parang the last 10 days our COVID-19 cases have been 900 plus, there's gonna be data right there. It's not gonna be like just claiming stuff. So I guess that is my main
That's all we can
difference
do,
with.
no?
That's the most basic thing you can do is to like.
Yeah. That's the most basic thing we can do. But at the same time, that's all we can do, no? Like if we're gonna
It is.
talk about this publicly.
Yeah.
My next question is though, how do you close the gap? Because we see that here in the Philippines, it's really polarizing. Like there's really two opposite sides, but we have names for the sides. Like how do you close the gap? Because for us, I think you're a person, correct me if I'm wrong, you wanna instill change. Like you want people to learn the truth. You want them to make the decisions based on what's true. You want them to vote based on information that's true. How do you close that gap though? Because I've seen it both sides. You're gonna see person on this side attacking the other side. They're bobohaging again. We see it on the other side too. Like how have you thought of this? Like how am I going to because your target market, yeah, if there's somebody who agrees with you, okay na.
It's gonna be my side.
Yeah, you don't need to change that person's mind. But have you thought of like, you know, appealing to the other, I don't want to say the other side, but
to
there
the
really
other
is
side.
another side.
It is the other side.
How do you approach that?
I've been thinking a lot about that kasi it's also been parang a returning issue lagi on social media na parang guys, hindi tayo magkakaaway. Let's remember who the real enemy is, diba? There's always that parang notion na parang kailangan natin magkampi-kampihan ganyan. But we have not parang we're not, what's the right word? Parang do we forget that these are the same people who elected this leader? Parang do you actually expect them to make a 180? Also, parang when people say na parang Dora, masala mong pinapa-widen yung gap. I'm not the fucking uniter.
Yeah.
Is that my job? Is that really my job to unite people? The best I can do to unite people or to actually change their minds is lay out the facts out there. If you're too what's the right word?
Close-minded?
Yeah, not even close-minded.
Ignorant. I'm just saying out bad words.
But anyway, if tatanga-tanga ka pa to not believe the facts, is that still my fault? Gets
so,
parang
so it's not in your
closing.
Goal. Is it in your goals to change minds? Is it one of your
yes, of course. It's in my goal to change minds. Pero it's just such a big responsibility to close the gap.
Yeah.
Kasi
if you won't do it, diba? If people who are fighting for your advocacies don't do it, diba? Parang ano na.
Yeah. And also parang if we really look at it to be like nitpicky about it, the real massa is not even on social media.
Oh really? You think so?
Yeah. Of course. Okay. The massa, wala silang time mag-Facebook, wala silang time mag-Twitter. They're busy out there looking for food. That's the real massa. That's the majority of the Philippines. That's your 49% na nalo nung last elections. So, it's hard to reach that. So, now, the best I can do is, lay out facts. And if you don't believe it, not on me.
That makes sense. But my worry in that is, what if that's not enough? Like we're still, kasi by here it's okay. If you wanna listen to the facts, if you wanna have if you wanna be logical about these stuff that I'm saying makes sense.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't play by those rules, and you and I, we're gonna be affected also if those minds aren't changed, and it's gonna be the same thing lang all over again. Next election, it's gonna be the same thing. Doesn't that worry you?
Yeah. Well, it does, syempre. Pero I have received a lot of comments and messages na before na they're messaging me na, uy, DDS ako before and now you've changed my mind, ganyan.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah, right? And so that means what I'm doing something right. Yes.
Okay.
And so parang to engage with people who are pag nag-present ka ng facts or whatever. I hate saying the word already. Parang sobrang na-dilute na yung word na presenting facts. Anyway, when I'm presenting facts and, you're logical and then they're like, tanga mo, ganyan, dilawan ka. Is there, mag-effort ka pa ba to actually?
Parang, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Those aren't the minds that are
that's not my target market
for change. Yeah.
Hey,
but that's good though. Can you tell me a little more about this? Like, so people have are there any other stories there, or is it just
there are kids? Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, you were saying?
Is it just them saying FYI, DDS ako nun, ngayon hindi?
Yeah.
Or are there more? Do they tell you their story?
My favorite stories are medyo pretty common na as if magsa-Sunday palengke ako, they put it on loud sa house nila. So their parents hear. Yeah.
Sheesh. That's beautiful.
Diba? So parang mga ganong stuff. I mean, I'm parang how many lives could they affect gets? So parang 2, 3 people who have changed their minds, the big thing na.
That's good.
So, yeah.
Wow.
So medyo ganun.
Nice.
Diba nice?
Yeah.
Tapos parang
That's it.
when they take a photo and story nila, nasa big screen, then naka max volume. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, thank you though. I would like to say thank you for your service for doing things like that. I that's something that I think a lot of people want to do, but there's a lot of not everybody has the
There's a lot of
I'm gonna say
blowback to it.
the same kapal na mukha that you have that you can just, diba? Any person
Yeah.
who has the confidence to wear what was that thing you wore? It was like a shiny, like something J-Lo would wear. It was
It's
skin
the red
tight,
thing.
shiny, yeah, red. Your legs are just exposed, and then everybody's in jacket, diba? Pants,
Yeah.
shirt, in this 18 performance. I mean, how many people have the confidence to do that? Like, we need to get that confidence for the people who are speaking about these political issues online and hopefully changing the minds of the mindset. I mean, the potential mindset could be changed.
Yeah.
Man, I can just hope.
Yeah. There are a lot of accounts, a lot of content creators, quote unquote, who have like such a huge following who don't even dive into it. I mean, preference, it's their choice. Pero lang,
Yeah.
for me, if you have the power to change people's lives,
Yeah.
might as well.
Last thing I want to ask about this one. I don't want to talk about this too much in it.
Same.
Do you think it's a responsibility? Like, do you think it's tipong if you have this big following, you have a platform to speak up and stuff. Do you think it's an obligation that they talk about these things, or kasi like if you look at the landscape of the Philippines now, or is it something that it's still like you would say in your opinion lang na if you want lang, go lang.
I think it's not naman a responsibility. Yeah, it's not a responsibility. Pero sayang lang. Gets?
Yeah. It's not the same as
kasi,
like throwing your trash in the right place. Like that's a responsibility. If you have trash and oh, sorry, go ahead.
It's kind of like your grocery cart when you put it where you
okay.
dadali mo sa car and then you have to put it back and then you don't put it back. You don't really have to put it back. There are people who put it back, but then it's the right thing to do to put it back. So parang it's that lang. And it just speaks a lot of like, privilege to not actually talk about it.
Yeah.
Kasi they're not affected.
That's true.
Kasi let's say kunyari, a beauty vlogger and then biglang tinanggal sa Philippines yung favorite nilang brand. Of course, you're gonna make a video about it kasi they're directly affected. Pero
yeah,
it's kind of like that.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go to something else. Talk about something else.
Yeah, go ahead.
First, I hope it's cool. You
it's so tiring, no, to talk about that. Anyway, go.
But yeah, it's tiring, but it's necessary. So I feel a little good now that I gotta talk about it a bit. I wanna ask you about your faith. This is something that I've been curious about.
My faith?
Your faith. We've talked about your faith.
Oh, my faith.
Yeah, your faith. You mentioned this also, I think, in a Sunday Palengke or one of your Explore Doras, I think. What is your, how do you say, your religious
status? I don't know. I don't believe in organized religion, number one.
Okay. As in all organized religion?
Yeah, not for me.
Okay.
And then right now I'm very into like energy. I'm reading this book. Let me show you.
I've been getting into that energy stuff. Reiki.
Kybalion.
Okay.
Hermetic philosophy. So this is it was hypocritical of me to say na I don't believe in organized religion because this is medyo Hermes. Si Hermes, ito yung brand. Hermes, the brand. Hermes, ito daw yung knowledge na dinala niya straight from the heavens.
Ooh, according to people.
According to people.
Yeah.
So parang it's more like general stuff naman. Parang things you can apply in real life. It's energy and vibration and transmutation, manifesting. Mga those. And it's really been working for me because I don't really have to follow anything.
Do you have like crystals and stuff?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Parang I don't believe pa in tethering energy into inanimate objects.
Things. Okay. Sorry, you think you talk
I do like grounding and I think the trees have energy and they can help me out.
Yeah.
I do a lot of I do this thing every night. It's a guide I saw about manifesting. It's 4-point. So it's the truth. So you say where you're at. So I'm Dora. I'm 25. I'm doing this. I'm nasa Earth. I'm
Kung
in the
matagal
Philippines.
yun,
ganyan.
if you have to say what you're doing, medyo haba
No,
yung
no,
listahan
parang
mo
gets. Like, parang you wanna, and parang, you just wanna parang stake your truth right now, di ba? Parang,
Yeah.
nasaan na ba ako ngayon? And then you go to like, where you wanna go. So parang, you do that, and then you claim it, na parang, and one key thing na I learned was you have to imagine how you're feeling now. Parang, kunyari, I say, I want to be like the top attorneys, kanyan. How does it feel to be a top attorney? It feels
So you imagine
great.
that feeling.
Yeah, I have power now. I can defend the poor, la 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 la. And then the last is you let it go. You let that.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of like ordering from a restaurant, right? Na parang I want a two-piece pancake.
Okay. And
You
then,
don't know when it's gonna come, but you know it's coming.
okay. And then you have to let it go?
So,
So tipo,
yeah.
is
So,
it like,
so parang yeah, you have to order into the universe.
tas bounce ka?
Yeah.
Tas ganun?
And then you wait for it to come back.
Okay. Sorry, when you say let it go kasi, I thought it's like, ma'am, pavoid.
You give up?
2-piece chicken. Tapos, agis ka na restaurant.
No,
I thought
as in
that's
you
what
let
it meant.
you let it out
I
of the
let it
universe.
go. Tas, tiwaga na gang babagay sa'yo.
Yeah, yeah. So parang that's the philosophy behind it na you let it go. It comes
Did
back.
you studied in Claret? That's a Catholic school, right?
It's a Catholic school. I don't think they're proud of me.
Really?
Yeah, I don't.
I can't.
Anyway.
I don't know like how they're run naman. Were you a practicing Catholic growing up? Like was this
I was.
Uh-huh.
I was YFC before
okay?
for like 3 years. Yeah, and I did altar service, I did choir.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I did yung Holy Week, yung 4 a.m. magsisimba. I did that.
Ooh, you mean simbang gabi?
No, like the yung Easter.
There's a Holy Week 4 a.m. one? Damn.
The Easter one where you have it's the
At 4 a.m.?
yeah.
Oh,
Linggo ng
wow.
Pagkabuhay.
I didn't know that. Sorry.
Sis. Yeah.
Well,
It's
when did you make that switch though? When did you make the decision or change your mind?
a friend told me na your faith or spirituality shouldn't be reliant on figures. Parang my first reasons were I don't believe in priests.
Okay.
And then my friend was like, no, but you don't have to believe in priests. You just have to believe in God. And I was like, pero parang that's the...
It's part of it.
Yun yung, yeah, it's part
Wait,
of
sorry.
it.
You don't believe in priests, like you don't believe what they say, or like, you don't believe
Yeah,
priests exist?
I just don't...
I don't believe in
They're
ghosts.
I said, imagination lang. No, I just don't believe like someone has the capability to say what God is saying.
Okay. All right. That in that aspect.
Or to interpret what God's saying. Kasi
Or to like represent
that's what
them.
yeah, kasi that's what they do, diba? They read the Bible and then they tell us their interpretation of it or their learnings from it.
Yeah.
That's basically the homily.
Yeah. I would have to argue though that I don't
Go ahead.
think priests, my understanding of priests,
Yeah.
I don't think they're representing God or they're saying this is what God said. I think it's
No, but
more
like
of
the Bible literally said God said.
yeah, but we don't believe everything the Bible says, right? I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
No,
And the
it's
whole
not.
Roman Catholic Church is based on the Bible.
yeah. I think that there's a lot of things. I'm a practicing Catholic. I've
Yeah.
also been trying to be more open with. I acknowledge that the reason why I'm a practicing Catholic
Yeah.
is because.
Oh, sorry. I have to clarify something. I don't believe na God doesn't exist, right? I believe all of them exist.
There you go.
Yeah.
I same. It's just that my version.
I want to show you my... Sige, go ahead first.
No,
Yeah.
no, go. I'm more interested in.
So I have a tattoo. I'm
Okay.
in boxers.
All right.
I stand up.
Ooh, that's a lot of 17 tattoos, right?
No, a lot pa. So this is Jesus, and
Oh,
this
wow.
is Shiva, and this is Buddha.
Wow. Oh, cool.
So
Did
you know that Spider-Man meme? You know ganun sila?
I gago, you made one.
That's
So I
it.
couldn't think you see it here. Wow. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you have that tattoo?
A couple of years ago, probably like 2019.
Okay. I was going back. I was saying with the, I know that I'm a practicing Roman Catholic because
Yeah.
that's the my family. That's my
Yeah.
tradition, and I'm kind of in the. I know that it is it's practical. Like humans need to have that
Something to cling on to.
thing. Yeah, and also just the fear of what happens after life.
After,
like
yeah.
that fucks me up. And I also don't think that other religions are wrong. Well, other major religions how I view my religion is
Yeah.
that it was created by humans, so there's always gonna be like fucking human error. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
like it's not gonna be the church
It,
if it was 100% made by God.
yeah.
So it's more of like this is my way, how I believe, my way on like living the best life, attaining peace, having the
Yeah.
happily
Would
ever
you
after. Go ahead.
would you say you're more religious or more faithful or spiritual?
Ooh, faithful spiritual. Religious people
Yeah.
are ones who like really like they stick by the traditions. I'm like yung saktong student lang, 'di ba? I'm not gonna go to the
Yeah.
extra like if there's you should go to this talk, 'di ba? It's gonna
Yeah.
help you with your learning. I'm like, is it required? Nah, I'm good, 'di ba? I go to mass every Sunday, 'di ba?
Yeah.
I pray, I do the things that you're supposed
Yeah.
that they teach you, but then I think it's also like a coming of age thing. And I did ask my parents about this. They're also said like it's normal that they did also question it, and they also like
Yeah.
studied a bit other religions. So I think it's a healthy thing. But I want to ask you though, like in where you are now, we're both so young. Like
Yeah.
we know in 5 years, everything that we believe now could be totally different. What is
Yeah.
your thought on the afterlife though?
Um, parang ako, it's the least of my problems, the afterlife.
Really? Can you teach me
Yeah.
how you not worry about it? Because I really like it's something since
The-
I was a
the-
kid.
So go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go. As a kid.
Yeah, as a kid, I've always been. I was about to say ladies first. As a kid, I've always been terrified about it. Like I legit get anxious. I get nervous when we talk
Yeah.
about afterlife. Like at the same, like balancing both all the opinions in it. Are we gonna live forever and happily?
Yeah.
Okay, solid. But at the same time, forever? Like just the thought
Yeah.
of eternity fucks me up.
Yeah.
Next, are we just gonna be nothing? But that's also like,
Yeah.
huh? Nothing? What is this? What is
Yeah.
everything for? Diba? So like, I acknowledge that those questions will never be answered.
Yeah.
So I try to venture out a bit, but then at the end of the day, what gives me peace is if I just stop thinking about it. So how does it not worry you?
I think it's because the language we use are different. See, when you
Okay.
think about the afterlife, it's do we live forever? Do we experience eternity? Do we go to hell? My concern when I die is parang how will my sister feel? How will my friends feel? How
Yeah.
will that's my only concern when I die. What
Okay.
happens to me?
That's like recent,
reincarnation.
But then like what I know, I think because I'm bunso also, like ideally, diba, like my whole family's
I'm bunso.
yeah, like our family
Yeah.
who's older than us, in the
Yeah.
natural scheme
They're
of
gonna-
things, should die first. So
Yeah, they're gonna die
okay
first.
okay na. They won't worry
Yeah.
about me dying. So
I don't know why I'm not worried.
wow,
Yeah,
that's okay.
I think this is with Catholicism. Oh my God, everything's so deep with this podcast. Anyway, with if we're gonna talk Bible and Catholicism, being Catholic, I think the only person in hell is Satan,
Oh, I agree. If there even is,
and no one else is there.
yeah, I wouldn't like
He's
to
he's
even,
alone.
Like even like Hitler.
Nothing,
I
because
wouldn't want.
one
Give
thing
him
I've
100
read.
years, diba? But not eternity.
Not even. Kasi for me, parang the philosophy behind how I thought about it was, how will mortal sin deserve immortal punishment?
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's just kind of delics if it gives people the feeling that they can just fuck shit up,
Go to heaven.
and do whatever
Yeah.
they want, diba? Yeah. It's
But
kinda
essentially, you
like,
can.
yeah. I hope so. I mean,
And you still go to heaven. Everyone's there.
if we have that one.
It's a big brunch designed by the gays. We're interior designing it, the curtains. So it's
Okay.
fun.
This talk has gotten really deep though. There are a bunch of stuff that I wanna, I feel like said, Tati, you're so interesting. There's so many things about you. We're really not gonna touch on all. A few things na lang.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna play a game at the end, pala. So you've been on ABS, you've been on shows, and for the first time ever, I'm gonna play this game. You're familiar with Tito Boy's
Fast talk. Yeah.
Today here on the Anton on One podcast, we're gonna
We
play
have the slow talk.
FAUSTALK. No, it's the same thing. I just named it differently. I
That's
don't
a good
think I have
name.
I should have had some
FAUSTALK.
nice sign. FAUSTALK. Oy.
FAUSTALK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the rule of the game. I'm gonna throw you questions. First thing that
Uh-huh.
comes out of your head, there's no right, there's no wrong answer. All right.
Uh-huh.
Okay, are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's start simple. Squats or bench press?
Oh God, squats.
Okay, I was expecting that. Popping or locking?
Popping.
Okay, this one I wanna ask you explanation for the next one. Choreography or freestyle?
Ooh. I would say freestyling.
Uh huh.
I think yung natural abilities ng dancer lumalabas sa freestyle.
Yeah,
More than
I totally agree with you. I feel
choreography.
like if you wanna say, "Oh, I dance," you have to be able to dance in a party, and you're not gonna get
Yeah.
to just do. I mean, you can if you wanna do
Yeah.
the fucking chorus in a party, but yeah. Okay, this one, mix or MTV?
Oh wow. I don't watch a lot of MTV.
Uh huh.
I would say mix.
Okay, but it was more of like it's like a childhood thing. I don't. Did you watch mix growing up?
MTV?
It was annoying in my cable. It's like
What was MTV?
channel 57 MTV 23 mix. So that's where I go for the
57 was MTV, yeah. Pero, no, they had nicer shows. MTV.
they had Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, they had nicer.
Yeah.
Because it was West eh. It was Western shows.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, but not because I became a VJ, but I did like mix more. Like I felt represented more. I felt
And
like
the
watching
mix top 10
MTV.
was...
Yeah,
was-
and I've seen a VJ.
yeah.
Siyempre, diba? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
These ones, no need for explanation. Top or bottom?
I'm bottom.
Oh.
I am talaga.
It doesn't even. You didn't even have to. I was trying to be subtle about it, but then fuck it. That's cool.
Yeah.
Favorite part of your body?
Ooh, my face. Look at this. How can you not?
Yeah, well, you do. You do work on it. You spend on it, so
Yeah.
might as well. All right, this one's interesting. Favorite part of his body?
You know what? I have to give an explanation for this.
Okay.
Before I liked arms and like chest and but ever since I worked out and I discovered how hard it is to work on legs, like legs and thighs have been like a huge thing for me.
The thighs, because the leg is pretty long. The thigh,
Like
if
the
there-
thigh,
or is it the whole
the
package?
quad. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean,
Parang
for guys though, sorry, can you give me your perspective of this? I don't like I don't know what nice legs are from bad. I don't know what nice legs are compared to bad legs for girls. Like for me,
They're all the same leg.
they're all nice. Like as long as it's not really hairy, diba?
Yeah.
And it looks normal. Like can you run? Okay. Like I don't see
Yeah.
the diff. Like,
Can
if
you
you're-
run?
If you're diba? If you can't, walk or some shit, I'll be like, okay, your legs aren't nice because it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But then if it's
Oh, God.
bow-legged, if it's I don't know different sakang or what's it, pique, yung mga ganon, it's like, oh
Yeah.
fuck it. Like kung
Yeah, it
legs
works.
work,
Yeah.
it works. Oh on.
Yeah.
Sorry, how can a guy, like, how would you describe the right leg for a guy? The right set of legs, the leg, not just one.
Mine, what I like, my preference is
Uh-huh.
probably like built like mine. It's parang you have. How do you?
love this
I don't know
one,
the
man.
muscles. Pero yeah, because my thighs are really nice.
Uh-huh.
There's
Like,
but usually your
stone?
legs are back. It's
Okay.
like this.
Uh-huh.
I like it like this.
The legs are back. What the freak? Okay.
Yeah.
So
Kasi
thick.
it's the muscle. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Like
So
when you
you like
walk,
it
I need to be able to see the muscle separating.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense now. Shit, I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. I don't know. I never really. I'm gonna start looking at my legs more. Hopefully this is a
Yeah.
positive thing.
Maybe work on your legs more too, Anton.
Yeah, bro. Oh, have you seen my legs? I'm not
Not
gonna
yet.
like, show it. I think my legs are okay. I mean, I think my legs, like my
Do you
belly
post it on-
isn't that good, but then I don't know.
My
I
belly
don't-
isn't that good.
Really? Hey, no.
Yeah.
I was about to say. Fuck it, I'll say it. I've seen your topless TikToks. Nah, I mean,
It's not
better
the
than
best.
mine.
I could do better.
well, everybody can do better.
Yeah.
But I would
Could
I
do
would be
better.
happy with your belly. Like if I had that, I would post more, not topless pics. I would post if I'm in a beach, I'll wear a short sleeve polo and unbutton four buttons. So I'm just in the
Yeah,
one.
that
I'm just
photo.
2 buttons. I'm just up to 2 buttons. I'm kind of like, yeah, I'm at the beach. I ain't gonna show. I mean, not for Instagram to see though. We'll see if we'll get there.
Really?
We'll get there. Yeah, not a. It's been my thing. It's been my insecurity growing up.
Oh,
My belly
okay.
there. It's not a. Yeah,
Yeah, it'll
or my
come.
chest. Hopefully, I'm working on it.
Yeah.
Okay. Last few ones. Pacquiao or Sarah?
Ew, I go Pacquiao. Sorry.
Okay. You know what? If you said ew, I would have taken that as an answer. That's cool. This one. Fill in the blank. Before
Okay.
I kiss a girl, I would need blank.
A girl, I would need 5 shots of tequila.
That's it?
No, I know. I've kissed a lot of girls sa bar, in fairness to me.
Ooh, can I ask about this? Like,
Yeah,
for fun? Like, do you ever?
Yeah.
Like, you're.
I have.
Go
Go ahead.
Ooh, sabay.
No,
Go on.
no, you
You're the
first.
guest.
I'm
You're
gonna
the
drink
guest.
milk tea.
Okay,
Go.
you're the milk tea. I was gonna ask, like, how, I'm not sure the right way to say it in English. Please correct me if I'm wrong. So I asked in Filipino. Ano ang iyong kasarian?
Oh, I'm gay.
The-
Your gender. What's your
just
gender?
homosexual, right? Like,
Yeah,
uh,
just that.
okay, so that means you're a male. You see yourself as male, and you're attracted to males. Okay,
Uh-huh.
sorry. So you were saying you've kissed a lot
But-
of girls.
Yeah. Because they come up to me, yuck, this is gonna sound very, very cocky. They come up to me and they're gonna ask, pwede pa kiss? And then
Are
I'm
these
like,
your
yeah,
friends
sige,
or
why
are
not?
these random
No,
girls? that just-
randoms.
And you, so when you said you, when
like, yeah, why not?
When people recognize you in the grocery, it's kind of like that. It's like when someone comes up to you, you're like, is this guy gonna ask for my picture? Is he gonna threaten me? Is he gonna ask you to kiss
No,
him?
because I have also parang with like, how do I say this? I am not that selfish with my body.
Okay.
Is that the right term?
Well, you do post about it, so
Yeah. Also, like, I have a lot of straight friends who I kiss sa lips just
The
for
girls?
greetings. No, guys.
oh,
When
Really?
when I have friends who we are at that level
okay.
where it's nothing.
Ooh, all right, that's
So as a
different.
greeting, like, hi Doris, and then kiss, and then wala na, tapos na, it's done.
Okay.
Yeah, and then like I think it parang transmutes to kissing
Right.
girls also.
It-
Yeah.
you've never like, but it's all like novelty. It's all just like a greeting.
Yeah.
Like you've never like activated this. Oh shit, I want girls. Like
No,
you're
no.
sexually attracted to them. It was really all
No.
for the lols.
Yeah, for the lols.
for the lols.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
that.
like, wow,
yeah, for the.
interesting.
I'm gonna start using that for the lols.
Oh, please do. Thank you. I've never heard of that for the lols. It is.
I haven't heard. It's my first time
FTL?
hearing for the lols.
For the lols, like if you're gonna like gandian ka with someone, you can say FTL. It has two reasons. It has two
For the libog.
for the lols and fun times lang. Like it's kind of the same.
Fun
has the
times.
same,
Yeah, I like for the lols.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, last one. Yes or
Okay,
no?
go ahead.
Will I guest on Anton's podcast again?
Yeah, of course,
thank
it's
you.
fun.
Thank you very much. Magamang you're gonna
Yeah.
have to say that yes, no. I can't imagine a guest being like, yeah, sure.
No,
Tanungin mo
the
na lang
fuck?
yung manager ko. Okay, wow, this has been a long conversation. Thank you very much.
It has
Last thing
been,
I'm gonna
of course.
ask you is what's next for Dora? Like what is your
Oh wow.
let's go big. Like what is your do you have a big goal, a big dream? I wanna end this because I do hopefully like when we do have that episode again in the future, I wanna have like a checkup and like tell him that hey, past Dora said this is the big dream. Are you achieving?
Yeah. I don't know yet. I'm gonna be an attorney. That's one. I'm gonna be so successful. It's disgusting.
Okay, wow. Like
Yeah.
all right. That's the first time I heard it. It's not the same as filthy rich. I'm so successful it's disgusting. Is there such a
Yeah.
thing? Yeah, there is such a thing. That's disgusting.
Yeah. There's such a thing.
I think that the multi-billionaires like Jeff Bezos, like I find it kind of disgusting. Like that's too
Yeah.
much money, man. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
that's
your goal, man. That's your
that's
dream.
disgusting rich. I want to be successfully not successfully disgusting. So successful. It's
It's kind of
disgusting.
easy.
Like it's ew. Yeah.
Wait, can we?
It's too much. It's
Can
too much
we-
success for one person.
Can,
Yeah.
you know what? You're on the path, though. Can I say? You're on the
Yeah,
path. You're
I'm going there.
succeeding in many freaking. Are you still gonna continue dancing?
Yes. I do not have a plan to stop dancing.
Yeah.
Not have a plan to stop creating clothes. Don't have a plan to stop social media.
Yeah.
Because I think I can do everything, honestly.
That's good, man. I love this
If
confidence.
kinaya kong mag-college ng nagtitrain for Worlds, I'd handle this too.
That's great. That's what I would say is one of the main benefits of like having that dancer training lifestyle. It's not really just about learning to dance; it's the discipline. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, were you gonna add something?
No. I was just say it's hard.
It is hard. That's what she said. Last thing I wanted to ask.
That's what he said.
So, okay.
Anyway, go ahead.
Is there anything you wanna like promote for you are very famous. I don't know. I don't think you need to do this, but
I don't. You know what? Do you really honestly think I'm famous?
I do. Hey, dude, wait. I wanted to ask about. You have a blue check on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
How was that? Was that OC Records?
I applied for the check before I got denied, and then bigla na lang lumabas.
Oh, so you just shot your shot, and it just comes in like when they're like.
Yeah, but it got denied. They said na, hi, your application for verification has been denied.
Then you didn't reapply?
And then I didn't reapply, and then bigla na lang siya lumabas.
Have you tried for Twitter and TikTok?
Twitter, Twitter isn't open. TikTok awards it.
What do you mean Twitter isn't open?
Twitter isn't open for the verification application yet.
There's no
It's
checks.
closed.
There are checks on. Oh, like they closed it, or
They closed the application for it.
Oh, what? Okay, I know
Yeah.
Sam's checked on.
I've been trying to get Twitter verified.
Yeah. How did it feel though? Can I just ask? Like, I've known you before.
You know
after
what?
The check. GC before the check.
Like before, parang let's say yung dancer times, I'm like super struggle. I want to get more followers, ganyan. I just want the letter K on my following. My follower count gets because if it's 10, it has the K.
Oh yeah, I just want to swipe up on Instagram. That's really all.
Yeah,
I've
want
been
to
stuck at 6'6". Not even a nice number, man. Hopefully after this episode, 6'7".
It's 6'9".
Yeah.
So,
I would be fine with that, man. Let it stay there and then jump to 10. If you can swipe up with 6'9" followers, I'm being happy, man.
I'm fine.
Yeah. Sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. And then I had 10K and then it reached 20. I'm at 25, I think.
On Instagram.
On Instagram. I think, you know what? I think also Instagram is the hardest platform to excel in.
Yeah, that's the one I'm on the most then. Like that's where it's at. Everything's there.
Tapos the blue check, how does it feel? Happy. Pero parang sabi ko, after nun, parang okay, so ano na? What do I want next?
Yeah. Did anything change?
Yeah. No.
It just looks nice.
No. It just looks nice. You can't change your name.
Oh, you're 6'1" crybaby.
I'm Dora Crybaby there.
Dora Crybaby. No.
We had to change the name, Yeah.
Oh, are you Dora Crybaby everywhere?
Yeah, everywhere.
So
because 6'1" Crybaby didn't have my name in it. It had to have my name. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Because like that's your branding too,
Yeah. So
I've been kind of thinking about this Dora Mi Faustal.
I wanted like Dora Dexaka, but then it didn't pass.
Yeah. I'd also advise against that.
How about when we get married, you can say Dora Mi Fausto. That's a good name.
Sorry again? This is sorry, it was a flirt. It was a gandi thing. Oh, sure. Sure, okay. Sorry, I don't know how to. I'm usually the one throwing them here. So I don't really know how to react to them.
It's a good one, no?
I was thinking of that or my other one's Pansit Anton, which I feel like is kind of catchier. But
that's a nice name.
No? But I don't know if I want to change my Instagram to it. Do you think I should change my Instagram to it?
Faustan Furious.
that's pretty bad.
No?
It's funny though. It's funny though, but it's not. I can't commit to that for so long. Faustan Furious.
Yeah.
What the other
Pansit
one?
Anton is nice.
That's it. Thank you. That's my TikTok and Kumu, I think.
Oh, you have TikTok. I'll follow you on TikTok.
I barely know. Oh yeah, please do. Is that gonna make me more? I don't know.
No.
People be like, oh shit, Dora's following this guy. No. I do post my.
People do that for like extra famous, like sila Nadine or sila yeah.
You're just famous. You're not extra famous yet.
No, I'm not even
Do you
famous.
think you're
I don't think I'm famous.
This is,
I don't.
Really?
Yeah, I don't. I really don't.
Like you think you're exactly like I have to admit You know what? I'm gonna admit though, like I hope that I would compare myself like VJ Nikki, VJ Luis. Once you become a mixed VJ,
Oh.
you could be like that. I thought like I'm probably not gonna be that famous, but I'm probably gonna be like an E-list celebrity. I honestly thought though.
Yeah.
I still feel the same, but I have had some waiters, cashiers like recognize me, and it's nice. It's always nice. That means like, oh,
It's
I
nice.
reached
It does.
someone.
It is.
So I did feel a difference. Like just because I have been on TV for a year, so that's kind of like
There are people there.
that's a credential. I can write that on my resume. But you don't feel any different at all.
I really don't. I've had a lot of Starbucks baristas who have noticed me.
Okay. But that doesn't mean you're famous yet, no? That's what you think.
Yeah. I feel like I would consider myself famous if I would have to feel the need to actually hide in public.
Ooh, so you wouldn't like it. You wouldn't want all the attention.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna ask. Are you all do you like turn something on? Like when you're on stage kasi you are out there. You don't like that. You're not you have like a inner self. I mean, you have like a presence. You have like a personality on stage that you don't want the attention.
It's not that I don't want the attention. It's just I want peace. Yung feeling ko, I don't want to reach the stage where I don't want to. Wait, that's parang bad. I don't want the attention.
I like attention. I'm pretty sure you like attention. I mean,
yeah, I like
that's
attention.
the fun of performing too, man. I'm fucking
yeah.
You had a lot of highlights. I just want to know. I mean, I can only imagine how nice that feels. I give myself highlights when I make the choreo, not in a compet piece. If it's in a Christmas party, you're gonna see me in the front, diba? If it's in the sago or the dances after a mass, you'll probably see me there. But international competition stages, I'm lucky to be in the second row. That's me. That's my, I think, in the dance competition.
No naman. You're being too harsh on yourself, Anton.
No, hey, come on, really. Do you remember any single highlight of Anton Fausto? See? Don't even try, man. Ken Kagawara has had his highlights.
Yeah.
Thing, man. He's good too. But then, we're not gonna steal the show. Sorry, what are you saying, kanina?
What was I saying? I forget. I don't want to reach that stage where I have to hide in public.
That's hard for you.
That's what
you're huge.
Yeah.
It's not gonna.
So
yeah. Well,
it's a problem for another year.
Yeah. Here's hoping that you get to that level though.
Hey, you Anton, ikaw, I'm gonna shoot the same question to you. What's next for you?
Ooh, hey, thank you, man. What's next for me? I'm trying to improve the podcast. So, I've been doing. I did have like a bunch of market research stuff. I wanna take it. I think like in the pandemic, if you had your like you kind of broke out on social media, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a good thing you break out, because usually when you say break out, it's like pimples. That's
pimples.
How I mean. You did the opposite of that. Your skin, diba? I realized that this is what I want to do. But like just this conversation we're having, like that's the one I want to do. Kasi like in my experience, also I love getting to interview international artists and musicians all over the world. But it's you have to ask these questions. That's the format of interviews. You ask them about their music career, their inspiration. But I want to go into the deep, random stuff. Like I want it deep, but I want random too. Like the most mababaw things that, because my mind works in a way na tipong I often would question it, like why did I even think about that? Like that the medyo walang kwenta naman yung thought na yun. I'm starting to be like, no, those thoughts aren't walang kwenta. And I like to believe a lot of people have those thoughts too. And I kind of want to like, hey, you can't go ask these shit and don't be afraid to ask questions. So the podcast, I really want to, mainly in career podcast, I want to continue dancing. I've been trying to post my dancing more. I don't know. Love life, I don't know. I don't see anything happening. Like,
how's your love life?
It's okay. We had that mix and match, so I'm still in that phase. Like just meeting people. All right, thanks, Dora. Thanks so much for your time.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Where can people follow you?
I'm Dora Crybaby everywhere. And then if you want to flirt with me, it's 0917 Joke lang. No, I'm not gonna say that.
You gave your address there, so might as well.
Yeah, so might as well, diba? Text me. So yeah, Dora Crybaby everywhere.
Thanks, Dora. Thanks for being here.
Yeah,
Looking forward to our
thank
next
you.
conversation.
Of course. Thank you, Anton.